All right, YouTube, Truth Man here. I know I got the light on, but this time I'm not finna roast nobody or nothing. I'm gonna talk about money being it. I'm not gonna make any videos for the next 2 days. So let's talk about money a little bit. So I'm sorry for not being, I'm driving right now, so I'm sorry for not being able to say what your name is. But a guy said that I should put the money, I talk about savings, he said I should put the money in the CD. I know I don't look like it, and I know part of my record doesn't say so, but I'm very learned when it comes to this money, man, because you can learn anything nowadays by reading and by researching. And so I've done thorough research on money just to figure out like what exactly I was doing wrong in terms of like some of the problems I was having. It wasn't merely just the quitting of jobs at times. It was, you know, not going about it the right way, not doing what works in terms of building income, which I already knew. You got to sell something. You got to, like, your job should be your base. Like, if you work a job, it should just be your base. And what I got away from is, you know, you try to live off your job, but your job should be helping you live. Let me say that again. Your job should be helping you live instead of you living off your job. What do I mean by this exactly? And this is going to be a short video. What I mean by this is you should have other incomes that you could live off of, and your job just be part of the equation, not the equation itself. The brokest people are people who rely merely on jobs. These jobs barely want to give you raises, man. So what do I suggest? And do I agree with him in terms of CDs? Partially. Here's what I would do. A CD, that's just another part of the equation. Nothing wrong with having them, but I wouldn't rely on them. I would just have that as part of the portfolio of things I do to build my wealth and to maintain my wealth. CD will help you maintain your wealth because you go get penalized for taking it out. Whereas if you get a savings account on a NetSpend card, I know y'all don't like prepaid cards, or a One card, both of them yield 5% interest per year. Most bank accounts don't. Most CDs don't. So what I told them was I would just get a One card. Well, I got a One card and I got a NetSpend card, and I got savings on both of them. Now, NetSpend, you can only have 6,000 per card. So if you went the NetSpend route, you would just, once you keep getting the 6,000, you either have to start over, withdraw and start over, or you will have to get another card. Either way, you winning, because if you keep 6,000 in the NetSpend for a year, 5% of 6,000 is $300. So that's an extra $300, man. So if you keep doing that, or let's say you did it on 5 cards, that's an extra $1,500. These accounts ain't yielding that kind of money, man. They not yielding that kind of money. So that's what I would do in terms of what the guy was saying. And again, I do apologize. I'm driving. I would acknowledge your name. I'm not one of these guys that think I'm so good not to acknowledge other people's names. I try to respond to all of my comments, and I like to acknowledge people's names. Unfortunately, I'm driving right now. So in terms of that, that's what I would do before I would go to CD route, is I would get prepaid cards and put the money in their savings accounts, because they have high yields and they guarantee yields. It's not like an up and down thing. Whereas if it goes down, I believe they'll tell you in the email. So yeah, that's what I would do. And if you're looking for high yield savings, like in terms of me personally, I don't care about yields exactly. I just care about builds. I call them builds, like building my income up. But if you're doing the yield thing, I would suggest that you look into Netspend savings and One savings. Thanks for watching.